Hi guys, welcome to Web Technologies. Let's learn another web technology skill. This time we're going to learn about optimizing video quality with VP9 video compression. Video has long been an essential part of the web, and increasing in the quality, quantity, and usage of videos has put more pressure on network bandwidth. Video currently accounts for 70% of internet traffic and is rising steadily as processors and creation tools continue to improve. Improved compression algorithms are web essential for managing storage and bandwidth constraints. That takes us down to VP9, which is the next generation video compression format developed by the WebM project. The codec is open source and royalty free. VP9 supports the full range of web and mobile use cases from low bitrate compression to high quality Ultra HD with additional support for 10 and 12-bit encoding. VP9 can reduce video bit rates by as much as 50% compared with other node codecs. It is supported for adaptive streaming and is used by YouTube, Netflix, and other leading web video providers. VP9 decoding is supported in over 2 billion endpoints, including Chrome, Opera, Edge, Firefox, and Android devices, as well as millions of smart TVs. Now we're going to learn how to actually encode our video using this VP9, which is quite new from the WebM project. Firstly, you will need a recent version of Chrome, and you will also need to install the ffmpeg right in your machine. We actually have ffmpeg in different platforms for Linux, for Windows, and for Mac. It's a command line tool, and I will implore you to get your hands on it. You can get it through this link, ffmpeg.org/download.html. Now, what is a WebM video format? This is a new kind of format that is right there around. So I have a video file called test WebM. It's a WebM format, and it's a primarily intended, the WebM now. That format is quite different from the MP4. It's primarily intended to offer a royalty-free alternative to use in the HTML5 video tag. This file supports a wide range of devices or browsers. What we talk about: Mozilla, Firefox, Opera, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, QuickTime, and so on. So you can actually use the WebM video format right there in your website. Please opt for this. So I have a file, a video, which is in a WebM format, and we'll be we're going to use the VP9 to actually compress this and keep the quality. The major focus is we're going to keep the quality, and we're going to actually play around with the resolution, and we're actually going to create speed and efficiency while compressing and encoding this particular file. If you notice, this file has a size of 9.7 MB over here. Can you see it? 9.7 MB. That's the size of the file. So after all this, we'll get to see what we have and how quality it is. So I'll actually play this file so that we'll be able to understand and see what this is.
Freaked out, but it's alright, fine. I'm freaked out. I'm having nightmares that I'm being chased by these giant robotic claws.
Whatever, Tom. We're done.
That's the snippet of this short video. Now we're going to head straight to work. Let's get our tools ready. Let's encode this video format. I'll head straight to my terminal. Very important. Now you need to actually confirm if ffmpeg is running on your machine. So we're going to run that through this. Let's confirm if this is running. Fine, we have it running for you to be able to see this, and you must try to look out for the enable VP9 the enable VP9. It's very important. You need it right there to actually make this work. You're going to see it right there in the source. So right there, can you notice the enable lib VPX? Very important. This line must be included in the source, in the configuration of your ffmpeg. This for Ubuntu. Please go, if you don't have it, download. If you're using Windows, get the Windows version. If you're using Mac, have the Mac version, and you head straight to your CMD or your terminal to actually get this started. So now we can confirm that we actually have ffmpeg running on our machine. So let's start encoding. Now we're going to type this in. That's fine. We have the command. I'll quickly run down and explain what this command is. We all know the ffmpeg, which is actually the encoding format, the tool that we're actually trying to use to make this, to compress this video. And we have the path, which is the input file. This line is actually the input file, the file itself. Which file are we trying to work on? Which is the test.webm, which I actually have right there in this directory. You must follow the path so that you're actually going to point correctly to the path. So it's actually right there in the videos, the VP9 folder. That's why I have the paths specified, the videos, the VP9 folder, and the name of the file is test.webm, or you can call it webm. Anyhow, you feel it suits you. That's cool. The next aspect of the command will actually be the output video, the target bitrate. Yeah, we have the target bitrate, which is 2000K, and which is converted to 2 Mbps. That's the output. That's the target bitrate that we are looking at in this compressing. And we're going to actually set the output video codec, which is this, the video codec. And we are actually using the VP9. Can you see that? That's the VP9 technology we are imputing right there in the video compressing. And we also have the output audio. When we talk about video is not only visual. We have it in visuals and in audio, which is the command there, the lib opus. That is the output video, the output audio codec that we're trying to use here. And we need to create the output file, which is here. So after it might have gone through all that, we need it in a new form. and we give it the file name so that we are going to actually pass that right there. So I'm going to actually strike enter to run this command. So you're going to have it this way, and you're going to actually exercise little patience, probably let's say a minute maximum, to actually have this done. You know, it's actually moving from frame to frame. Can you see it moving from frame to frame, encoding, compressing, and keeping the quality majorly. There is nothing changing from what you're having, but you get to see the size to have, you know, being reduced, and you can even do some other things. Let's wait a little bit to make this run, and we're going to show you the output. Now we have it completed. Let's get to look at the output right there. We have the first one, which is test web m, that is of 9.7 MB. Can you notice that under there, the size 9.7 MB? Let's get to look at the output. We have this as 2.0 MB. Can you see how it has been compressed by 7 MB? And let's get to look at the quality. Probably so I'm actually going to play it.
Freaked out by it's. Alright, fine. I'm freaked out. I'm having nightmares that I'm being chased by these giant robotic claws.
Whatever, Tom. We're done.
Perfect. We have it maintain the same quality, the same encoding speed and everything. It's quite good, you know. Can you see that? We've been able to compress this, and we have that done perfectly and without losing any quality from the video. So that's just the way to go when you're trying to upload videos to your web and you're trying to make things work perfect for you. Let's get to modified resolution. Let's look at resolution. Now we have the resolution to be 192, that's 1920, that's by 1080, that's 1920 by 1080. So we're going to actually compress, use the VP9 to compress to 640 by 480. You know, let's get to do that. Smaller resolutions are have lower quality, but larger resolutions require more bandwidth, more processing power to decode, and may not be supported on older devices. So for VP9, we're going to actually have it as 640 by 480, which is considered a safe resolution for a broad range of mobile and web devices. So having large, resolution may not be too good for other small devices or devices that are of backward, technology. So it's better to actually reduce your resolution so that you'll be able to cut across different large varieties of devices. That's what that is. So we're going to actually compress this to 640 by 480. Let's get to do that. Back to our terminals. Very simple. Let me clear that out and let me return the code, the command rather. So we have this command this way. We just do a little tweak and let's see what we're going to do. We're going to add something quickly here. Before this aspect, let's include the VF because we're trying to scale down, and we scale equals to, which is 640 by 480. That's the scale. So we have it this way, and now we're going to actually change the target bitrate. Let's reduce the bitrate to 750. Perfect. And now we're going to have the output so that it's not going to override what we have. Let's change the output. Let's give it let's say lower resolution. That's a lower resolution, of 640 by 480. So we're still going to run this to actually compress that same video and give us this output. So that's fine. So we're going to actually exercise little patience, 50 seconds, 1 minute maximum, and we're going to have everything done. So we're going to come back when it's finished. Now we have that completed. let's get to play the output, which is actually the lower resolution, and we're going to have it in 749 KB. Can you see how reduced? Let's get to look at the properties. 749 KB. That's it, which is quite different from the 9.7 MB. Can you see that the large difference, when it comes to size of this, and yet the quality is being reserved. That's the beauty of it. So let's play the lower resolution and let's see what happens.
Freaked out by it's. Alright, fine. I'm freaked out. I'm having nightmares that I'm being chased by these giant robotic claws.
Whatever, Tom. We're done.
Perfect. Or we have that set. Just that there's a little drag when it comes to quality. Just a little drag. Resolution doesn't really mean the size. It's just the bits, the pixels right there. So that's just it. And let's get to talk about the speed and efficiency. Let's add that to this command and let's get that output again. We'll go back to our terminals and be able to clear this out and call back this, and we're going to add what we're going to add here. We're going to add the quality, which will be good, and the speed will give it a 4. Let's top that up. Now let's add quality. Let's call that good. Speed, let's get a 4, and we're going to also give the tile columns. When you are tiling, you split the video into rectangular regions, which allows multi-threading for encoding and decoding. Let's give it CRF 33. Perfect. And let's change the name so that we'll have the same. Let's call it speed, efficiency. Perfect. So we have that set. We have a good speed of 4, a good quality, rather, a speed of 4, and the tile columns 33. Let's get to run that. So we're going to actually wait for a few seconds to have that done. We will be right back. Here we go. We have that completed. Let's get to look at the speed efficiency, and we have that in 734.9 KB. And we'll play this and let's see what we get.
Freaked out by it's. Alright, fine. I'm freaked out. I'm having nightmares that I'm being chased by these giant robotic claws.
Whatever, Tom. We're done.
That's it. This comes to the end of this tutorial on how to use the version 9, the VP9 compression, to actually compress the video and to keep quality. That's the major aspect of it. You have videos and the size, the large nature of it, and yet you're keeping the quality. You can even play around with modifying resolutions, giving speed, giving efficiency to your video. So I will implore you to actually start using, first of all, the WebM format. Secondly, ffmpeg, which houses the VP9, which is quite new right there, to actually make your video size aware. It's going to be perfect for different web platform, mobile, so it's not going to actually interfere with network bandwidth and so on, and yet you're going to maintain quality. Top-notch websites, video websites are out there using it. Netflix, YouTube, as I've mentioned earlier. So thank you guys for hanging out with me throughout this session. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please do that and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.